In 2007, I was invited down to cover a red carpet event at the San Diego Comic-Con. Here are some of the interviews from that event. So how does it feel now that 300 is coming out on DVD? It's on the back burner now, out of the way.
Look, it's funny because we kind of, you live with the thing, and it's like every waking moment, it's all about 300, 300, 300. Then the movie comes out. Then we were working on Watchmen, and then now suddenly it's like, wait, the DVD comes out, and you kind of relive it again, and it's pretty cool to sort of get a little perspective and then get re-immersed into it because you realize, how kind of cool it is.
How does this year's Comic-Con compare to last year when you were just showing some footage to the crowd?
I mean, it's funny because, I love showing something, I can't wait till next year, and I got some Watchmen stuff to show because it's going to be awesome. But, it was fun to show that stuff last year and have the crowd react the way they did and just lose their minds. And so, in some ways, this was a much different panels for me because I was really sort of in what I would say is such an early stage of production of the movie, But also, because Watchmen is such a fan favorite, I felt like I was obligated to get out there and talk about my approach and my cast and my methodology and everything. And the fans are awesome. So,
can you tell us a little bit about the rock that was used 6 or 7 times? Was that preconceived when you were designing that stone, the one that was used when they threw the baby off, and then when Leonidas met Ephialtes?
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, the rabbit is, Jim Bissell, who was the production designer, is a genius. And we would go through the storyboards, and you go, oh my God, that's totally, you can put that over here. If we just build it in this crazy way, every little angle looks different, Go all the way around it, and you got basically a whole movie. So, we knew we had to keep we needed, basically the reason why that happened was because we had these big sets, right? And they had to take people, we had to rejig those sets. So we had to be able to go to, he's about to go, this is Spartan. Can you hear it in there? I know the movie, so I know that cue. And so we would have to rejig sets, so we needed somewhere to shoot while they were rejigging them. And so that's why we had this one catch-all piece that we could go in there and do a few days on while they redid another one. So it's pretty cool.
So how does this differ from Dawn of the Dead when you were filming strictly on blue green screen?
Dawn was mostly all physical sets, so it was Watchmen is kind of a mix between those two movies for me, where with Dawn we had guys in makeup and it was physical and they were punching the shit out of each other and fighting and we had basically a giant location that we just shot in, and then 300, which was all blue screen, barely any sets. And then you have, sorry, I just heard. And then you have, Watchmen, which is kind of a combination of the two ideas.
All right, well, thank you for your time, Zach,
Awesome.
and we'll see you in the party.
Sweet.